Craig Cohen 87 here for episode 106 of the Iron Dan. Man, it feels like it was just a week ago that I hit 100. And you know what? It was a week ago. Anyways, today is going to be hamstrings and lats. Now, in the past, I haven't been showing a lot of the lat exercises, but I'll probably show one. I'm thinking I'll do the pull downs at the end. Or is it the pullover machine? Yeah, no, I think it's the pullover machine. So I'll show that. But it probably won't be as heavy as I do on Thursdays because my lats are still a bit sore. Oh, look at that pec. Look at that pec. Anyways, so I'm going to be doing leg press. Today is my leg press day. I'm looking forward to it. I got 680 pounds for 15 reps. So now I'm going up to 720. The rep range is from 10 to 15, so I have to at least break 10. But you know what the most craziest thing about it is? That my warm-up set, because I only want to do about 90 pounds. I don't want to make too big a leap between my last warm-up and then my first working set. I only want it to be a 90-pound jump. So if I'm lifting 720, my warm-up set's 630. And if you think about it, not too long ago, 630 was my high set, my high working set. So it's funny how things change like that. What was once the best I could do is now a weight I'm going to be warming up with. Is my point. And it's just small little incremental changes week by week, and the weeks add up. That's how you build muscle. That's how you build strength. That's how you build the physique. And it works that way with dieting, and you can even apply that to other things other than bodybuilding. What they are, I have no idea. I only apply it to bodybuilding. But, you could apply it to your portfolio in investing in stocks. You don't have to buy 100 shares of a stock when you buy it. Just buy one, or buy $50 worth of that stock every 2 weeks. And in a few years, you're going to have a portfolio with, well, possibly tens of thousands of dollars if you've been depositing hundreds of dollars, plus your growth. And if the stock market goes down, well, you're getting a better value on everything you buy. But you know what? Do not ever take investment advice from me. I will never talk about a specific stock. But, I do like to dabble in some stocks. I buy $100 here, $100 there. It adds up for sure. And that's the same thing with bodybuilding, or even just if you want to lift to train to get a little bit more muscular. You know, Going for those super heavy weights faster than you're ready for them is only going to lead to injuries, bad technique, and no muscle gains. What you want to do is go very hard, but only increasing the weight incrementally. And I don't have any fancy charts or anything like that. I'm not an exercise scientist. I'm just an enthusiast. And I think I'm a very good example. I think I practice what I preach. I'm a very good example of that. And you see it. And even when I have bad sets or sets that I take a step backwards, I show it. I don't only show the good stuff. So success isn't exactly linear. Just because you're doing everything right doesn't mean every single week you're gonna progress. Sometimes there'll be a step back, but almost every week is a step forward. And at the end of a 52-week year, that's gonna leave me in a lot better position. And I practice my posing after every workout, which I never want to do, by the way. I hate doing the posing. That's probably my least favorite aspect of bodybuilding. I love the dieting, by the way. I love weighing out all my food. I love the meal prep. I love sleeping and no TV. I can't go to a coffee shop because I have to make sure I get to bed at a certain time because I know I have to wake up at a certain time. So I love that discipline. I like all that stuff, but I just don't like the posing. I'm not a big fan of the stretching either, but the stretching has been life-changing. I have zero pain in my body. So that's not going to go anywhere. And I'm also older, I was in my 20s for most of my bodybuilding career. I started a month before my 15th birthday. So my birthday is in March, and I started in February of 03 when I was 15. I remember that, training with my dad. He brought me to the gym for the very first time. I remember I was weak as shit, but I enjoyed it a lot. And I basically, from that point on, I kept going. I actually wanted to be a pro bodybuilder back in the day, but Eventually, I realized that I would need steroids to do that, and steroids were something I was actually against. I was never going to do steroids because they're very bad for you and they have a lot of negative side effects, and they're actually very expensive to take. The steroids themselves aren't super expensive, but all the supplements you have to take, like just like all the magnesium and all that, like multivitamin, and I take liver support and I take kidney support, and just that's probably like $500 a month. Then you add the steroids, and then even protein powders and the EAAs and the pre-workout and the creatine, it adds up, especially because I eat a little bit of it every meal, like 6 meals a day times 7 days a week. I go through this pretty quickly. And I would say all those supplements and whatnot are probably like 300 a month. So now we're at 800 a month, and this does not cover my gym membership. It doesn't cover the gear that I'm actually taking, which is actually probably not that expensive, but I gotta get blood work done constantly. Like, there's a lot of moving parts. And if you're poor and you're doing this, you're probably doing it on a budget and you're taking shortcuts. And you definitely don't want to be taking any shortcuts. I mean, becoming a bodybuilder is a full-time job in and of itself. So basically, I said no, I was going to do it naturally. And then I only started taking gear when I was 36 years old. So September 4th coming up, that'll be my first full year. And I'm 37 now. So I'm very new to this stuff. So I don't know if I've made that story before. I'm sure I'll talk about it in the future again, whenever it's on my mind. But no, I was basically a natty lifter. There's actually some natural pictures of me on my Instagram. That's Craig Cohen 87. It's the same Instagram handle as my YouTube, and you can scroll down. I mean, that I posted them back when they were new. So you have to scroll down pretty much to the bottom or near the bottom. But I've been pretty much tracking my progress online since 2018. Although the pictures are few and far between, but you'd see I'm probably like 180, 190 in those pictures, and that's what I competed at. I think 184.8 was what I weighed the day of my last competition, which was June 18th, 2023. And, the goal next year will be to compete, since my weight cap is 209, probably right around the 20 something. But again, this is my first competition, so I don't have to be as heavy as that on my very first competition. Whatever I am on my first competition, I'll improve for my second competition. In fact, going to shows is a lot like training. You can't just expect to win a gold medal or any type of medal right off the bat. You're going to be bad at something, then you're going to be okay at something, then you're going to be good at something, and then you're going to get great at something. And it takes years and years and years of accumulating all your knowledge, because the longer, as I've been dieting very seriously, I become actually better at meal prepping. I'm faster at it, I'm more efficient at it, I'm more accurate at it, and it's becoming easier. A lot of people say, how do you not eat this? How do you not eat that? I don't even think about that on a daily basis, to be honest. Maybe once a week I'll think about McDonald's, and it'll go away in 5 minutes. But when I just started my diet, I was thinking about it nonstop. So doing the dieting part and the meal prep for me, it's as hard as it'll ever be right away, and it only gets easier from that point on. So the barrier of entry is very high, but it's easy to ride the wave. Oh, I've been talking for 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Well, that's fine. I like talking. Well, actually, I don't like. When I have something to say, I like talking. But if I have nothing to say, it's going to be short and sweet. So I never think about what I'm going to say. The only thing I did was I checked out what I did last week for the leg press. I thought it was 680 for 15, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I double checked it. So now we're going to go 720. I'm pretty sure I'm going to break 10 easily, but again, that's going to be slow and deep. If I'm not doing it slow and deep, then I should just lower the weight until I can do it slow and deep. If I were to do it fast and maybe like 90 degrees, I already know I could probably do 800 pounds. But I'm only cheating myself. I'm only flaming the ego. And again, the judges, when I'm up on stage, aren't going to go, oh, Craig, how much were you leg pressing, by the way? We want to write that down. That doesn't happen. They only go based on what you look like. That's all that matters. So I'm not a power lifter. Now, if I was in a powerlifting competition, that's all. It doesn't matter what I look like. All that matters is the number I get off the floor. So it's two different sports. And if you want to do either one of them great, then you have to understand what the judges are looking for and do that. But you don't have to compete. If you want to, you could have a good physique and lift heavy. That's also an option. But I'm just saying, if you want to be great at one of them, you have to kind of specialize in one of them. But okay, so I think that's my little rant for the day, for the morning. I'll be again speaking after my workout, probably this evening, since my workouts tend to last about 3 hours, with the drive time, with changing, with the stretching, with the cardio. Then I eat my protein and my carb drink after, go to the bathroom, get in the car, and then film. So yeah, it's about a good 3 hours. So it's almost 3 o'clock, probably about 6 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see what time it is. And until then, I'll see you in the gym. Let's go hit our first working set. Last week on the laying hamstring curl machine, I got 160 pounds for 15 reps. Now the program calls for 10 to 20. I'm going to do 3 sets. First set, I want like 10 to 12 rep range. Second set will be like a 12 to 15 rep range. And then the third set will be 15 plus. So as long as I break 10 on this, I'm fine. Then I can work up my way next week. But again, quality over quantity. All right, 170. Let's do this shit. One, control the negative. All the way. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. One more. Slow. Second set. Last week I got 125 for 14, which is pretty good. I'm only going to add 5 pounds, so it'll be 130. If I can hit 14 again, that's progress. Let's do this shit. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 2 more. 13. 14. I matched it. Right, third and final set. And this set, I'm actually going to lower the weight from last week. Last week, I did 100 for 13 reps. But I want to definitely break 14 reps. I mean, I don't have to, but that is the goal. So I'm only going to go down to 95 pounds. And this should be at 15 to 20. And if I could break 15, then I'll go up to 100 for next week. Again, it's about quality, not about quantity. My hamstrings are already crying. So let's make it do more than crying, okay? Now it's screaming. Do this shit. 1. They start out easy. 2. But they get harder faster. 3. 4. Come all the way down. I'm not coming all the way down. That's all the way down. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. One more. Ah! Ah! Boy, does that hurt. All right. Let's go hit some adduction. First set will be 127.5. Last week I got that for 12 reps. I'm feeling good. I think I could beat it. So 12 or better. Quality over quantity, baby. Let's do this shit. Open all the way. 1, 2. Control the negative. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Control the negative. I'm not doing that. 9. Slow. Attaboy. 10. Supposed to be hard. 11. 12. 13. One more. 14. One more. There we go. Ooh. All right, second set. I did 105 for 12. Let's see if I can do 13 or better. All the way. 1. Control the negative. 2. 3. I had an extra 7.5 on there. 4. 5. 6. 7. Oh, that's burning. 8. 9. One more. One more. Slow. Slow. Woo. All right. Third and final set, 90 pounds. I got it for 15 last week. But you know what? I might have been cheating. 1. So let's set this benchmark for properly. 2. 3. I have to control the isolation movements just as much as I control the compound movements. 4. 5. 6. Ooh. 7. 8. 9. One more. And ooh. Yeah, that was really good. That was an honest 10 reps, so I'll take that over the 15 I got last week. All day, every day. Let's do some bonus coverage. This is just a warm-up set, 630 pounds. I'm only going to do about between 4 and 8 to get me primed for my 720. This should be easy, or easier. See what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Didn't want to burn up too much energy. I'm going to take a couple of minutes and then we'll do the real set. All right. First set. Since I haven't done a set yet, I'm not in a rush. So let's go over the game plan. First, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72. So every time I count one, I count 90 pounds because there's also one on the other side. You saw the warm-up set went pretty well. 5, I could easily have done 10, but 5 I did and it didn't bother me at all. That was easy. I'm stronger after that set, not weaker. And I wanted to make sure I was as strong as possible for this set because this is the one that counts. Obviously, I'm going to hit the smelling salts and meditate, but I want to just go over my meditation really quickly. When I'm meditating, I'm actually not thinking about getting the weight. I'm thinking about missing the weight. And the reason I do that is because, well, what's the game plan if I miss the weight? Let's say I'm at 5 and I think that's the end. I still got to try to squeeze 3 more out so I can fail by as little as possible. So what I have to do is mentally get over a hurdle. Usually the first 4 are the most difficult. And then I can go 4 to 8 are relatively easy, and then at 8 it starts bothering me again. So I have to have a game plan. What if I fuck up at 6 or 8 or 10? What's the plan? That's what I'm thinking. And on the days where my mental prep is excellent, my meditation goes well, I usually succeed. There's no advantage in thinking I'm going to get it until I get it. I know it's going to be difficult, and it wouldn't be worth trying if there wasn't a significant chance of failure. But I would consider anything above 10 as a success. I got 15 with 680, added a plate, now we're going to start back at 10. The rep range is 10 to 15. And then I can work my way up. But I feel really good, so if I can get 13 or 14, might as well go for it. All right, I need my towel. Actually, I don't need my towel. I got this on. So I'm going to go nice and deep. Control the negatives the best I can. I say the best I can because actually the music is blasting me in the ears and I can't hear what's going on. So sometimes it bangs this, which I'm trying not to do, but I definitely need the pump from the music. All right, I think that's enough talking. You guys know where I'm coming from. 720. It's actually only a 40-pound increase from last week. I got 680. So it's not that much. All right, let's meditate and do this shit. It's got me in the fucking eyes. I got some Maroon 5 playing. Foot placement is key. Depending on where it is, it makes it easier or harder. What all I care about is that it's in the same place every week. So I just want the tips of my foot below the plate. All right. Let's meditate. Do this shit. Nice and slow on the negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's so good. 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. 13, really happy with that. I'm really only 2 reps away from moving up again, which I think I can hit next week. Control was excellent. No pain. I may have had 1 rep in me, but I already exceeded expectations. And I know next week I could beat this for sure. All right, let's count 60 seconds and go again. It's second set. I removed the plate. I'm down to 630, which not too long ago was my max. Now my legs are on fire, so I'm not expecting 13, but I'm expecting 10 plus. I got 11 with 590 last week. So I think 11 or better for the second set is where I am. Let's see what happens. Got his feet replaced. Let's do this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm watching my form in the mirror. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. Woo. I'll take it. All right, third and final. Took another plate off. We are at 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. If you've been following me for a while, 54 used to be my max, so now it's my third set. Last week, third set, I did 500 for 13 reps, so I think I want 13 reps. Again, it's okay if I don't get it. My legs are on fire. I definitely gave more for the second set than I did the first set. Ooh, just getting my feet up is going to be difficult. The weight's going to feel light, but it's going to get harder faster. So let's see what happens. Woo. Oh, my legs are burning. Good thing it's going to feel light. There we go. That's where I want my shoes. All right, let's do this shit. 1, 2, feels light. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. No, that's it. Ooh. Shit. Fuck. That's good. I worked hard for that burn. All right. I think some seated hamstring curls are next. All right, last leg exercise, seated hamstring curls. Of course, after that leg press, I'm pretty much burnt out. I got the yellow blades, the yellow band plus 30 pounds. I got this for 13 reps last week. I'll be happy with anything in that ballpark, to be honest. It feels like I left everything. I gave everything I had to that leg press. I could barely sit down without falling over. What? This is what separates the men from the boys. I gotta psych myself up for this. All right. It's nice and slow. Let's do this shit. 1, that's heavy. 2, 3, 4. Getting easier. 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One more. Slow. Woo. Second set. Now, last week, second set, I went just the yellow band. But since I was able to pull that set out, I don't know how I did it. It was pretty good, actually. I'm going to go with 15 pounds. So the yellow band from 30 to 15. So I'm cutting the weight in half, and then I'll save just the yellow band for the third and final set. All right. Quality. Doesn't matter what the quantity is. I can work on the quantity next week. Let's bang out that quality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. One more. 10. Third and final set. Just be the yellow band. I think I got this for 10 last week. But last week I might have been cheating because I had that attitude where I'm going through the motions, but really I can never go through the motions. I mean, I could, but there's no benefit in doing that. So I might as well give it 100%. All right, just the band. 10 plus. It's going to feel light, but I'm going to burn out. 1. Yeah, that's light. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Control the negative. 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay, I'm gonna call it there. I'm on fire. All right. I'm not sure what's next. We'll see what's available. All right, let's do some seated calf raises. Machine became available. I'm gonna raise the weight of my top set to 165 from 140, which I've been doing for a while. I hit 15 reps, so let's go up a bit. And then, but every other set's going to be the regular weight. So I think it's going to be 90, 45, 45. Quality over quantity. Let's see what happens. We're setting new benchmarks. All the way down. That's where the gains are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice and slow and controlled. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm not ecstatic, but I'm happy. 30 seconds begins now. All right, that's time. Let's see what happens. 90 pounds. This should feel really light now. This is the same second set weight I've been doing. 1. All the way down. 2. Nope, still burning. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Ah! Oh, that fucking burns. 30 seconds begins now. All right. Third set, 45-pound plate. Let's do this shit. Feels really light. 1. Ultimate control. 2. It's funny. It's super light, but my calves are already on fire. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Ah! I earned that pain. 30 seconds. All right, fourth and final set down to a 25-pound plate. Let's see what happens. Let's just destroy these calves, and then I'll work on beating whatever number I get next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One more. Ah! Woo! Oh my God. All right. You'll see me again for the pullovers. All right. Time for my last exercise of the day. Let's go hit these lats. Last week I got 235 for 15. The program calls for 10 to 15 reps. So I'm going to go up to 245. And if I can hit 15, great. Go up to 265 next week. Let's see what I got. I feel good. I think those pull-ups are going to make all my pull exercises better. All right, let's do this shit. Ooh, that's heavy. 1, 2, 3. Control the negative. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, one more. Ah, control. Ooh, very nice. All right, second set. I got 225 for 10. Let's see if I can beat that. And I gotta make this belt tighter. It was too loose for that last set, which was bothering me. Let's make it tight. There it is. Ooh, I don't want to lift up. I want my lats to stretch. All right, let's see what happens. Ooh. 1, much better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Control the negative. 10, 11. Oh yeah. Ooh, I beat it. One more set to come. All right, last set of the night. Let's see what happens. Last week I got 180 for 9, but I think I could do better than that. I'm gonna go down to 200, so from 225 to 200, and the goal will be 10 or better. I think I overdid it a bit last week. All right, let's see what happens. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. All right, 10 is good. Lats are on fire. Very good workout so far. Let's go finish up with a really good pose down.
All right, excellent workout. Really happy with it. 13 reps on a leg press. I mean, I'm really happy with that. I think it'll be 14 next week. I can barely speak right now. I'm so exhausted. And actually, that was a very long workout. It was about an hour and 42, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Probably the longest workout I've had, and since there was snow on the ground, like that's how long it's been. I've been doing a lot of extra warm-up sets. I really don't want to injure myself. Remember, I had that tear in my lat, and I had a sore foot for a long time. It felt like forever, and I'm really trying to prevent that from happening. It's also 7:19 right now, so I don't remember exactly what time it was at the beginning. I'll know when I make this video, but imagine 7:19. So that's how long it took my workout to be totally completed. I did my stretches, I did my pose down, which I always do, and then I went downstairs, I changed, had my protein, and I had my carb drink, and now I'm making this video in the parking lot. So you know what? Going to the gym is at least 3 hours, but it was probably like 3.5 to 4 hours, and I'm still not home yet. I'm about 40 minutes away from home, maybe 30, if the highway is really quiet. But yeah, no, I love it. I love spending my day at the gym. It's a great way to spend a day. But yeah, no, really happy with the leg press. I think I was stronger at everything. Um, the leg curls, and I'm really taking those calf raises seriously. I was just going to failure, but like now I'm really gonna focus in on my technique and make sure it's good. And then when it's not good, I have to stop. I like to keep going, but like those aren't quality reps. That's quantity, and I can't really do anything with quantity because if the reps aren't being done the way I need them to be done with proper range of motion, beating that the following week is kind of meaningless. Like, I don't know if I'm getting stronger or not because maybe I'm just going slightly faster or not coming up as high, you know? So I'm going to really start putting the screws to the whatever that expression is, and really be very strict on the. Man, I can't think right now. I need a meal. And I'm really going to be very strict on the my calf raises specifically because I've been at the 140 pounds for a long time. Time to move up. 165, and then all my other sets were normal, except the last set, which I did at 25 pounds. But so next week, I'm going to do exactly what I did this week, but try to beat every set by 1 pound. But yeah, I had a really good benchmark week this week. Having said that, I killed it on the leg press. And once I'm done with that leg press, I mean, that is it just destroys me in such a good way. My legs are numb. I'm walking weird, which is exactly what I want to have happen after a leg day. You shouldn't be walking normally after a leg day, or you didn't really go to failure on anything. But I stretched out to right after my workout. I'm going to stretch again tomorrow morning because I don't want DOMS. I don't want that delayed onset muscle soreness. You know when your legs hurt for days after a leg workout? I can't have that. I have to be back in the gym on Monday and then Tuesday, you know? I'll be hitting legs again. So it's very important that I stay on top of everything all the time. And so far I've been killing it. And it's just a question of keep doing that and that consistency. And still really looking forward to my competition next year. It's still quite a whiles away, but that means I have a lot of room to improve. My check-in with my coach will be tomorrow, and I've asked him a bunch of questions. I want to switch the order of the order of which I do my side lateral raises for my shoulder day and my shoulder press. I want to do the shoulder press first. I just find it's much easier to get my shoulders warmed up and blood in the muscle, and get all the kinks out of my shoulder before I hit the side lateral raise. But we'll see what he says. Whatever he says, that's final. If he thinks I'm better off with the way I'm going, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. But very happy with the workout. Man, I can barely speak. It's very hard. Anyways, I'm gonna go have my last meal. My meals are already prepped for tomorrow, so I don't have to do that. I'd probably go watch some Dragon Ball Z. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, peace out.